Veronica Yusuf, welcome to SCL. I had done something and someone just said, oh, have you considered getting into IT, for instance? Like, oh no, I'm not cut out for that. I'm not technical, my husband is a technical one and I would never. And then my husband pushed me. But I didn't know how to get into it until I got talking to somebody and somebody said, oh, I know of a platform where you can actually come on and gain some experience while you're working on projects and all that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So it was just from talking to people. I got to know that I've not always been confident. I had to work on myself. I had to stand in the mirror to talk like I was talking to a recruiter or a recruiting panel. Because when I first, I did the certification, I did all the things I needed to do, but then it was now getting into the door or getting on the job, and I knew I had to develop, I had to build that confidence, and I had to record my voice some days. Sometimes I'll stand in front of the mirror when I had an interview to, prepare. I'll play it back and I was like, oh no, if I was the hiring manager, I would hire me if I sounded like that. And I met my husband and he was like, oh, he has a dream of building a school someday. And I thought, wow, okay, there is some alignment there. And so we both had the dream, but we didn't know how it was going to come to fruition. But he was the first person that sort of helped me. And that's how the journey started.
I got my first job in IT in 2006. In 2011, 10. I was at home for 6 months. So let's try to 2006 to 2009, that's about almost 5 years. I had 5 solid years of industry experience. So it wasn't the case of not knowing what they were saying. I knew what they were saying. But I was at home for almost 6 months. No job. I attended quite a number of interviews. Somehow there was something wrong with what I was saying to the interviewer, so I wasn't getting the job. That is probably one of the things that you guys might be able to relate to in a few weeks. But eventually, I did when the job came, I think I got 4 in 1 week or something. And I was thinking, what was the problem? I didn't say anything different to what I was saying, but it just happened. Your point of this is you don't be discouraged if it happens to you. You only have to keep at it first, and you have to learn to speak the language of the industry. You don't speak the language of the textbook, by the way. It's the language of the industry. So there is a little bit of a way around this, and they are going to talk about that later. You need to be familiar with the job boards, the job sites of this one, the CW jobs, etc. You need to know what is trending, and you then now need to pick something on a very regular basis and speak to your mentor and say that, okay, I want to add this item to my CV because it looks similar to what we did here, what we did there, what we did here. It will probably change language on your CV a little bit, yes. This is what I know about it, and your mentor is now meant to kind of help you standardize the way you present yourself or present your knowledge to different certain scenarios, so that when those descriptions or labels sit on your CV, you are confident about what you know, and that is the way you grow. So you don't prepare a CV after 2 weeks and think it's going to stay stagnant. No, it's got to keep moving. You've got to keep improving it, and it gets to a point where you feel like, there is nothing else to add. You just ask somebody else to have a look for you.
The target people or audience that we feel we're called to are probably people who will be initially comfortable when it's too structured and too formal. So some people might find it too rigid and too structured if it were too formal, and so we wanted a relaxed atmosphere, even though the structure is still there in the background, but we wanted people to just come as you are and be free and relaxed, and you will learn in that process. You see us in jeans and t-shirts, because we're not in all the suits and everything, just so that we're trying to pass a message on that you don't have to be all that. I spent, part of the things I did, I spent over £4,000. I don't want to call the name of the company, they're very reputable, very known. And then you just sit in the classroom and they run through all that, and then the next question is, how do I apply this? I don't have the opportunity to apply that. And what happened for me was, after I'd done this training and I went for interviews, 1 or 2 interviews, the feedback I got was that, oh, you sound very knowledgeable, but you sound like you don't come across like you've actually done it, because you can pick it out. Someone who's gone to Google, someone who's read everything but has actually not practiced or done it, you'll be able to tell the difference. And so I didn't get the jobs in there until I got to where I said I got the idea to get my hands dirty and I was able to actually do it. And so that way, when you go for an interview, you can actually you can talk from a place of not knowledge alone, but experience, which is what most people are looking for. And so that's something we've tried to weave into our structure and the way we try to run at MSCL. We don't want to grow too fast, so because we want to still be small enough to be able to give very focused attention. We want to take it slowly, consolidate. When we get candidates on, try to build them up, because once those people are like built up and they've got all that they require, when they get out there, they won't struggle. They'll be able to, and then they'll be able to tell other people. If the person that has come on has experienced success in a sense, so they'll be able to tell other people. Yes, we want to see success stories. We want to see people who have come to SCL, have gotten jobs and are doing well on the jobs. From my experience, I've actually noticed that some people will just do a crash course, bamboozle their way through the interview. I've interviewed people, I've sat on interview panels, and we've interviewed some people. We employ them because they talked well during the interview. Like one of the things we say, we will train you to not to talk the talk alone, but to walk the walk. So some people come and they talk the talk, but they cannot really deliver. And I've been in a team where we had to let some people go because they didn't deliver. And so we are conscious of that. We don't want half-baked people. So we want people who are thorough enough to be able to keep the job once they get the job. So that's our vision.